It's my favorite show other than The Paper.
Here's just a very quick reminder of the engagement announcement that broke the internet. What is it, 35 million likes or something that photograph got? And is that the actual proposal?
It is, actually. So he really crushed.
At a recent party gathering, Cillian Murphy found himself surrounded by family and friends, including children who perhaps shouldn't have been there legally, but delighted everyone with their presence as remarkable conversationalists who showed genuine interest in others while managing to be interesting themselves, which Murphy considered a real accomplishment, especially while running for 3.5 hours in what he described as one of the worst things he had done, though it worked despite not working for him personally, recalling how as kids they received a record offer for reasons he couldn't quite explain. Cillian Murphy emerged as a clear supporter of Taylor Swift and her fiancé Travis Kelce during an exclusive Graham Norton Show appearance where he reacted with genuine awe to Swift's monumental musical achievements, expressed shock at the stunning engagement ring adorning her finger, and found himself flooded with messages regarding the NFL star Travis Kelce, admitting that despite not being an American football fan, he held special respect for Travis after learning about his impressive 6'6" height, which prompted Murphy to exclaim in amazement about his enormous stature. Murphy later acknowledged how their influence had spilled over into both film and music industries, recalling a film event where he first heard whispered conversations that surprised him considerably, though he clarified that while he wasn't the biggest Travis Kelce fan on the Graham Norton Show, Taylor Swift certainly was. After Murphy congratulated Swift on her engagement and requested to see the ring, Swift enthusiastically shared details about how Travis designed it with amazing jeweler Kindred Lubeck, who hand engraves all her gold pieces, explaining how she had shown Travis a video of the jeweler's work approximately 1.5 years prior, not realizing he was paying attention to everything she shared until she saw the ring and immediately gasped with recognition, knowing instantly who had created it and feeling touched that he had truly listened to her preferences. Swift expressed amazement at how Travis somehow knew exactly what she would want despite her own uncertainty, describing it as quite a flex on his part before revealing the magical details of how her fiancé Travis Kelce orchestrated his fairy tale proposal at his home during the previous August. During her October 3rd conversation on the UK talk show Graham Norton Show promoting her new album The Life of a Showgirl, the 35-year-old Grammy-winning artist shared brief explanations of how 35-year-old Travis executed the enchanting setup at his residence, explaining that everything unfolded while they recorded her August 13th appearance on New Heights, the podcast Travis hosts alongside his brother Jason Kelce, which partially contributed to the surprise element of the proposal. They filmed the podcast for approximately 3 to 4 hours while behind his house. Travis arranged for his entire back garden to be transformed into an elaborate romantic setting, strategically installing a wall of hedges that hadn't existed previously and concealing her tour photographer within bushes that were specifically planted for the occasion, earning a perfect 10 out of 10 rating from Swift during her first television appearance since Kelce's proposal, where she wore a black, bejeweled mini dress, showcasing her sparkling engagement ring. When questioned about revealing wedding plans, Swift, who announced her engagement on August 26th, simply stated that people would know when the time came, explaining her desire to focus on album-related activities, first with wedding planning happening afterward, anticipating that the planning process would prove enjoyable. Subscribe now to stay updated on all the latest celebrity engagement news. Discussing the life of a showgirl further, Swift revealed how she relied on her songwriting abilities to maintain artistic fuel during her lengthy Eras tour, something she had previously mentioned on Kelce's podcast, describing how physical exhaustion, illness, and general wear-down necessitated the album as a secret passion project behind the scenes that prevented her from hitting a creative wall. She disclosed that The Life of a Showgirl represents a less introspective approach compared to her previous albums, marking her 12th studio album released at midnight on Friday, October 3rd, explaining how recent years brought different perspectives, enabling storytelling from greater distance rather than performing complete autopsies on herself, feeling her creative wheelhouse had expanded significantly. Swift expressed newfound confidence in her artistic abilities, claiming she could accomplish anything while running in heels, writing higher choruses, jumping octaves, and incorporating falsetto elements with increased confidence gained from touring experiences, also revealing that her father Scott shared enthusiasm for the song Opalite alongside Travis, who considered it his favorite track from the life of a Showgirl album. The Opalite singer discussed writing her new 12-track album amidst her blossoming romance with Kelce, sharing how loved ones observed her becoming more authentically herself since they began dating, admitting she had nurtured early career fears about whether she could write effectively without personal misery, making this album particularly special because they captured lightning in a bottle during every songwriting session. Swift described how having someone in her life who fuels and enhances her authentic self prompted everyone around her to comment that she had never been so genuinely herself, believing this authenticity translated directly into her music, particularly evident in the song White Dollar Holy Dollar Tea, which fulfilled one of the album's lyrical themes through her fiancé's presence in her life. That particular song represented the final piece completed for the record, serving as the moment she knew the album was finished and could confidently tell producers Max Martin and Shellback they had achieved their goal, specifically loving the lyrical line about wanting a best friend who happens to be attractive, which the host questioned whether she had achieved in reality. Swift responded with complete certainty, confirming 100% success while displaying her engagement ring and expressing how others would absolutely love Travis for being the most fun person and life of any party, even during intimate moments together, representing the ultimate goal of finding a best friend whom you find irresistibly attractive. Hit subscribe to follow more heartwarming celebrity love stories. The interview revealed intimate details about their relationship dynamic, showcasing how Travis's thoughtful attention to Swift's preferences extended beyond grand gestures to everyday observations, demonstrating genuine partnership qualities that resonated throughout her creative process and personal growth, while the elaborate proposal setup illustrated his commitment to creating memorable experiences that honor their shared journey and individual personalities. Swift's glowing descriptions of their relationship painted a picture of mutual support, shared humor, and authentic connection that influenced not only her personal happiness but also her artistic expression, suggesting that finding the right partner enhanced rather than diminished her creative abilities, contradicting her earlier fears about needing personal turmoil for songwriting inspiration. The engagement announcement and subsequent interviews provided fans with glimpses into a relationship built on friendship, respect, and genuine enjoyment of each other's company, with both partners supporting each other's professional endeavors while maintaining individual identities and interests that enrich their bond rather than competing with it. Through her candid sharing on the Graham Norton Show, Swift demonstrated how love could serve as creative fuel rather than distraction, inspiring her to explore new artistic territories while remaining grounded in authentic self-expression, ultimately creating an album that reflected both personal growth and romantic fulfillment without sacrificing the emotional depth and storytelling prowess that defined her previous work. Subscribe for exclusive updates on Taylor Swift's upcoming wedding plans and new music releases.